Hey all, and welcome back to Astral Chain. Kind of a mixed bag last time. We got a new Legion, but Akira acquired a new body modification in her torso, let's say, and now is moments away from death's door, but don't you worry, science will save her.
Well, I mean, I should bloody hope so, considering the intense scientific capabilities that this civilization seemed to have acquired over the years, but I mean, still getting stabbed through the chest with demon energy is not really something that most people would be able to come back from.
I like how Yosef is like, yes, the way to save her is to put her into a skin-tight bodysuit.
Yes! It's for the aesthetic, Brenda, you wouldn't understand.
It's just like my animes from when I was young. You know, you look a bit like Rei Amayami herself.
Just unrelated thing, Brenda, there's a new suit waiting for you. It will help you connect to your patients better.
I like how you've both turned Yosef into a complete perv. I mean, he was already a complete creep, but you've just added the perv layer on top.
Well, perv and creep go hand in hand, mate.
You're not wrong.
And it's pretty clear this dude watched anime as a kid, and as we know, watching that stuff changes you.
Yeah. Watching Dragon Ball growing up, that ocean dub, I was never the same.
I mean, she's literally in a Dragon Ball healing pod right now.
Put her in the pod. Dun dun dun.
Brenda and the commander are both on it. Akira literally couldn't be in better hands.
Well, maybe a proper hospital. The NHS, maybe? Does the NHS still exist after the apocalypse went down? Are they on the Ark somewhere?
It wasn't your fault.
Well, since this seems to be based on America, no.
Trust me, even the
I took it more as based on Japan, but maybe it's a combo.
It's Japan. Japan-America? Whichever works best, really.
Japanifornia, I like.
Just turn the lads up so I can actually hear them.
You've both been through so much.
These live recordings are fun. I gotta say, I'm enjoying doing playthroughs live and whatnot.
I guess that's
Yeah, it is definitely fun. It also is definitely, like, because this is my first time using the Discord recorder, and bloody hell the difference, it's incredible.
Yeah, I'll apologise to you now, because I apologised to Tanner. I'm sorry you had to go through 5 frames per second when there was 30 ready and waiting on Discord.
Apparently, it wasn't a chimera at all. They've never seen
It's what happens when, like, you try it way back when it was a bit shite, and then you just go, well, I'm not touching that again, because clearly that was a bad idea, and then they fix it, and then you don't realise to test it again, because it was terrible, so...
Right, important information we just received there. That thing we fought, the, whatchamacallit, the homunculus alpha, not a chimera. So, we have to figure out what that thing and the person who sent it out are going to be doing now. I don't think Akira is going to be with us for the duration of this chapter. We may go and see her soon, though.
Yes, if I recall correctly. If it's not happening this chapter, it's probably going to happen soon.
Well, it looks like the anime hair club has entirely assembled.
Like all 3 forms of Super Saiyan right here.
Really? Akira's still under anesthesia, but why don't you go pay a visit?
I don't know, I could be out, helping maintain control and whatnot, beating down chimeras, or I could go and visit my unconscious sister in an anime healing tube. Which one of these do you think will help the public best?
Thank you.
Unconscious anime sister in an anime healing tube.
Okay.
Gotta heal her up so you can do some cool dual art techs later.
None of those in the game, sadly.
I know, I wish. Save it for the sequel.
You're not wrong, and to be fair, I could imagine them attempting that should Astral Chain get a sequel, which it may very well do, considering that it did do pretty well, all things considered.
Well, we have gone over this before, so let's not belabor the point. What's up, Marie? You and your crazy Lappy obsession?
There's something we need to talk about.
Oh?
Can you spare me an ear? Preferably 2.
It's like we summon our Legion, I can give you 4, and she's like, I can't see that.
Wait, do Legions even have ears?
Well, they can listen in from afar, remember?
Oh no.
Oh,
No,
Perfect fit. And it really suits you.
we're a damn fursuiter.
We are becoming as Lappy.
Isn't it
Become as God Lappy.
looking at the real
Much like Captain Falcon, the title of Lappy is one that is bestowed upon the next generation.
Yeah, I'm not sure the anime is canon, though.
Okay. Right.
I hope so.
There's something I have to tell you. It's about Lappy.
Is he a girl? That'd be weird. Oh, right, okay. What? I never would have guessed. Complete surprise.
There it is.
Yeah, the illusion has been completely and utterly shattered. Like, I'm so heartbroken by this news. It's just, Marie, what an awful thing to do to your colleague who you just met the other day. Like, it's disgusting. No, we cannot be friends after this.
Thought you were gonna freak
You know, by Disneyland rules, now that the illusion is broken, we should get a free pass to Neuron for life.
the difference.
I don't think Neuron's some kind of theme park, Tanner.
Anywhere's a theme park if you're creative enough.
I guess so. You know, any staircase, flight of stairs could be turned into a water slide.
That's how I became Lappy.
Or, you know, an obstacle course like I did not that long ago today. So I was tripping up the stairs, bashing my head against a wall. That was fun.
Why, Richie? For what reason?
Feeling.
Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
And everyone here always looks so tired, you know? So
Am I have to, like, go around, deliver messages, packages and whatnot? Am I a male dog as well as a police dog here?
it went so well the first
Well,
time, so
from the sounds of
I
things,
just
we're
kept doing
basically
it.
just the
Now look,
lapdog.
Lappy's a
Ah,
part of
I get
the
it.
Neuron family. Which brings me to our problem.
Yeah, I don't remember this side quest at all, actually.
I put the suit
I
on.
do. I can't remember what you do in it, I just remember doing it, because I don't remember doing
I know.
basically all of the side quests that I could find / access. There were still a couple that I missed, but I did hit most of them.
I wonder how Brenda figured out it was me.
I couldn't possibly tell you, Marie, honestly.
I can't be Lappy again until my stupid leg is healed up.
You seem fine just standing there, really.
Yeah, and also it's not like you fall over regularly, losing the Lappy head, so that your fellow officers can see you, like when we first met.
Can I just say I love the fact that every time the camera angle changes, the, like, world resets, which means that Marie's also reset.
Ah, yes, Marie 1, 2, and 3.
Just wear it and just talk. to
I'm sure
anyone.
Okami's Isun would have a lot of fun between those two valleys.
Okay.
Thank you, Richie. Appreciate it. I still have to go back and finish Okami. I forget where I left off.
Yes, you bloody do, for the love of God!
Do you want to edit these parts?
I'm getting gloomy
No.
vibes.
Okay then, well, I'll go to it in my own time then.
First of all,
Fine.
Yeah, that's right.
yes, the B2 elevators.
Alright.
There's gotta be people in need of a Lappy-sized pick.
We gotta go cheer people up.
What are you waiting for? Go turn
I don't know how to bring people happiness. I can barely do it for myself.
So here's the good news. I don't know if you've ever been in a fursuit, but just being in one brings people smiles.
Oh. Oh no, he's having lewd thoughts about me. Don't want that.
It's like the option to walk sensually comes up beside him.
Alright, let's see what you want. Can I help you? I'm really close to him right now. He should be able to see me through the mouth. Never to... What a simp.
Also, just the awkwardness of that situation right there. You can just imagine our hero just going...
Am I too close? Am I too close?
Clearly, you can never be too close when you're Lappy.
Kinda wanna be alone now. Could you be
No, he says, could you be a little less here? I think we are a bit too close to him.
You wanna know what's troubling me?
Well, you see, it all started when my dad was killed by a fursuiter.
But sure. You know, I really love animals.
Just a deadpan expression from Lappy as this guy pours his heart out.
Isn't part of the job, so I can't get clearance to do it. I gotta do something about it, but I don't want to get the sack. But then I imagine all the poor cats out there.
Join our
sick and scared
secret
from Alley.
cat-napping, saving quest.
He deserves 2 of these.
Totally.
Huh? Really? You know a place where cats can stay safe?
Uh-oh, dog instincts kicking in, must go assault cats.
Mason Forest. You've got to take me sometime.
That's right, Lappy will take you into the alley, where all your dreams can come true.
If too many people go to see it, it'll attract too much attention.
Also the giant dog suit.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it does attract a lot of attention.
Hey, Marie. Hey, Lappy. Thanks a lot for listening.
You're welcome.
That's what we're good at, just standing there and listening.
I heard everything. Oh, that's one more smile we'll see around the station today. On to the next troubled soul.
Okay, so we don't really have to go up and down right now, it's just all B2, baby.
B2. This'll be.
I can't remember whether eventually in this quest we do have to go a bit up and down, but obviously Marie tells us exactly where we need to go to complete the quest, so we will always know.
Oh, cool, I can still turn stuff in as Lappy.
I mean, they can't see that you are Lappy out here.
That's true, that's very true. Let me just slip this tarp under the door. Yeah, I have toilet paper of a sort, really.
Yes, and I mean, I've made sure to get up the toilet paper guide because, of course.
Yeah, that's enough of that. And while we're here, I can't access my menus, so I will do my Legion leveling up after we're done here.
Lappy doesn't have a legion, silly.
Oh, Marie, sorry, Lappy. I'm kinda going through some stuff right now. Can you please just let me be?
That's a prompt. That means you want me to talk to you again.
Are you trying to cheer me up? I appreciate the thought.
I don't think this chapter's all that long, honestly. I remember an overground section and an underground section, and that's about it.
Avery's really energetic, which
Yes, that's
But,
about what it is.
It's the next one that's the long
I
one.
can't.
Yes, this one is shorter compared to the next one for sure.
Hell, I get winded just standing up for a long time.
Same.
To be honest, sometimes.
So,
I'm not
this
even
particular
sure why they chose
file,
me for
we're
number one.
looking probably
Avery won't hear any of it.
somewhere between an hour and a half, probably, depending on how quickly we go.
Tried to
That's
tell you,
perfect.
but
The file afterwards,
I literally
we're
can't get a word
looking
in
at
edgewise. There's no way I'll ever keep
somewhere
up with her.
between an hour and 2 hours.
Please, Marie,
Well, if I'm recalling correctly, there's a playlist that has, you know, the files in one video but no cutscenes.
you know,
Yeah, you see, this is where it gets all a little bit awkward, because the way that people upload these things is like sometimes they just see the pure gameplay, sometimes they do all of it, sometimes they split up the files into different parts, and when you're trying to get a kind of vibe for how long these things last, unless you sort of noted it down yourself when you last played it yourself, it becomes a little bit difficult to test out.
Speaking of testing out, Richie has a new mic now.
Yes, I do! I needed to get a new
Wearing your little hat all day must
bloody
be
dash cam for my car, and whilst I was at it I was just like, you know what, let's just go and get a new mic, because I knew it was beginning to sort of sound a little bit rattlier than it perhaps was before. So just thought, why not? And I mean, I have to say, this is not doing half bad for the price that I paid for it, and I'm quite happy with it so far.
Oh, Lappy noises.
What's that, boy?
It's like, what's that, boy? You want an energy drink? I'm sure giving a dog an energy drink is a great idea.
I'm not an actual dog.
You're talking about Mitsuru, aren't you? Yeah, he's been even gloomier than usual since we got back from our call.
Lappy's like,
Should
are you even talking to me at this point?
Bending over backwards so he can keep up. Won't
Yeah,
do us
Mitsuru's
any
having a bad time ever since he
If
was
anything,
grabbed
I've
by
been
one of the
overdoing
tentacles,
it,
and
hoping
he
some of my energy would
Yeah.
rub off.
he felt new he felt some awakenings that he needs to work through. So take this energy drink.
Nope, don't like that.
I'll try to pace myself so I won't push Mitsuru too hard.
Yeah, calm down, Genki girl. Your partner's not on the same level as you right now. Yeah, oh. It's warm.
Even better.
Hopefully it'll cheer Mitsuru up.
I mean, maybe I'm in the minority, but I prefer, and this is not japes, I prefer slightly warm flat Coca-Cola.
Hi, Marie.
Ew.
Hi, Lappy. So,
Just ew.
what you say?
Again, maybe I'm in the minority.
I think you probably are.
I don't mind flat Coke.
Alkali cocoa?
Just slightly warm. Just slightly.
So Avery was
No,
just trying to
definitely
motivate
not.
me.
Either sort of room
What's so
temperature
warm
or
about
sort
the
of
time, huh?
with ice. That's the best way to have Coca-Cola.
And here
Well, that's what I mean. Room temperature. Slightly warm. As in, like, not cold, but warmer than what it would be naturally.
Well, I mean, we're quibbling semantics here, but when someone says room temperature, I don't think warm.
Neither do I.
You know, I feel a little braver
Room
already.
temperature is room
Thanks to
temperature.
you,
It's not hot or cold. It's
Lappy.
just
Oh, we're so
room
close.
temperature.
Yeah. That was the signature Lappy point.
I know we're doing a phenomenal job at this. Like, I don't know what Marie's blathering on about it being so difficult. Like, this just seems like a cinch.
Okay, but for real, have either of you ever worn a fursuit?
God, no.
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, I was Chuck E. Cheese as a summer job once.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you, those things are a pain to walk in.
Doesn't surprise me.
They are bulky and hot, and kids come and they like shoryuken your nose off. It's bad. But, so I understand Marie's just like, look, my leg is bunk. I need to get someone else to do it.
You know, Chuck E. Cheese's full name is Charles Entertainment Cheese.
It is. Did you know that the company that, like the actual company name is supposed to be Charles Entertainment Cheese Enterprises?
Huh.
Right, Lappy, yeah. I don't see you down
Yeah,
here
you do
much.
those squats, Jin. You need to get your confidence back up after being aura to death last time.
Yeah, and, you know, after we
Hey,
totally
I
stole
told
his
you I'm
legion.
training. Could you please
To
come
be
back
fair, it wasn't
later?
really his legion anymore since it had broken free and then decided to try and murder everybody.
What is it?
Yeah, that's true.
You are
You know, that's the logic that people have when they take other people's garbage. You know, you were gonna throw it out anyways, so I took it.
Wonder why I'm down here training so hard.
Well, I mean, another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Doesn't mean you can just take it, though.
Look,
It really doesn't.
truth is,
Like, there are actual
I need to get
laws
stronger.
that generally prevent it.
Akira
Jin is Virgil. He desires power.
what went down at the mall.
Foolishness, Lappy. Foolishness.
That's on me. Max isn't here anymore. Well, that means while we're on the job,
You know, I could be really mean and say, Jin, you let Max and Akira basically die, but I'm a dog above such things.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to keep.
Yeah, although that said, this is a really weird conversation to be having considering, you know, we are one of the kids involved in the story, so,
But he just thinks we're Marie, and Marie is just everyone's shoulder to lean on in here.
yeah, but obviously, little bit dodgy in terms of,
Not like this.
ethics, I would say.
I'll do anything to get stronger. And fast. I have to keep.
Just use a gun. You have a gun, don't you?
I can't let him.
Well,
down.
yes, he has a gun, but as we
No, I
have
don't have
seen,
the
said guns are
experience
not
or
necessarily
skill
very
that
good at
he
one-shotting enemies effectively.
Make
Or
up.
maybe if they pack them with bullets instead of lasers, we wouldn't have this problem.
Well, yes, but that's assuming that the chimeras
Wait,
are
what's that?
actually affected
What?
by
Saying you wanna
real
spar?
bullets. They might only be damaged by the laser blasts.
Thanks
That's
for
true, I guess.
But
Oh my god.
seriously, you've
Does
never
he think
listened to
Marie
me
wants to, like, square up?
Yep.
Oh, Marie, that stance! The power!
See, we're serious about this.
Right then.
Are you ready to fight as Lappy?
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh, he has a mood gauge.
but I'm warning you, I don't hold back. Not even in practice.
Alright then.
Come on.
So you do have like a different moveset as Lappy, where you kind of it's sort of like your baton moveset, but not the exact same. You basically want to go in and just do like 1 or 2 hits and then head out of there, because he will kind of knock you back with the last one there. It's not about hurting him, it's about getting him happy. So you want to just give him some good old pats on the shoulder.
Or, you know, just die.
Even with that thing on, you're pretty tough. You know, I haven't had a
I barely landed a single punch, but he's happy with that. It's been a while since we recorded, I do apologise.
I do feel a little
Well, to be fair, when you're in the Lappy suit in this, you do move very differently to actual combat. You're definitely a lot slower. So, yeah, you're not expected to do very well at that fight at all anyway.
Coolio. I was going to say, like, sending out Legion would probably give the game away.
Probably, yes.
Now, Richie, have you actually unlocked the Lappy costume for main gameplay?
I don't believe that I did.
Okay, I was gonna ask if... I haven't. I was gonna ask if, when you actually use it for regular gameplay as an unlockable thing, if you have to use the nerfed Lappy moveset or not. I'm actually not sure.
I'm going to see if...
I'm pretty sure, like, your weapons take precedent.
My job. Where does that leave me?
Right, let us have a look and see what the internet says.
Then again, it wouldn't be against Hideki Kamiya to put in a bonus sort of mode where you're heavily nerfed in terms of your moveset, because he does that with a couple bonus characters in his different games.
He does indeed. Right, so I can't say anything just yet, but I'll continue having a look. But basically, yes, you can actually get the Lappy suit to wear in actual combat as part of your equipment. But basically, to get it, you need to acquire each item, so to speak, through the different 2 different missions. So, File 3, you got to visit all of Neuron's facilities with Lappy. In File 5, this one, you've just got to speak with Marie and then beat Jin in combat. File 7, it's speak with Lappy when the file starts. File 8, you get it as a reward for winning a particular mini-game that you are given. Also in File 8, there is a quiz challenge with Lappy, and if you score 40 points or more, you'll get that. And then the final item you get in the final file of the game, not the one that finishes the story, but the one that gives you the post-game.
Nice.
And basically you just purchase it, and once you've acquired everything, you just need to complete a case, and then you get it.
There we go. Yeah, that should be good.
So one tip is that anything that says a lost article that can be recycled can be sold for money. It has no other purpose. I was always worried about, like, what if I need it to upgrade something? You never do. It's all if you need money, give it a sell. Money is not a huge issue in this game. It's quite secondary to the actual code materials.
Oh, wow.
We're getting a ton of moveset stuff.
Okay, that's enough for now. I don't want to spoil myself over here. Let's see, how many more things do we have here? I don't think there's any, honestly.
I don't believe there is either.
It's cool, mate. Think we've done it. I'm just gonna get my things here, get my rare material codes and whatnot.
And don't forget to do any upgrading you might want to do before we go.
Thank you very much. Just getting my Nook Mile things in for the day.
So actually, I believe that the majority of the, well, quite a lot of the blue cases appear in what we're about to go and do just next.
There's like a second sort of hub area for this mission, so we'll be going there for after this.
Just try and make arm level with the others, I guess. Ooh, round bullet or power charge. I'm gonna go with round bullet.
That's really good for crowds there, because he literally just spins around and fires the lasers everywhere.
Autobind, also good.
Yes, another great one for the groups of enemies, because you can bind them all, and especially when you get the ability that lets you immediately follow up with a sync attack. Oh boy, that's really good!
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put auto sync on him right there, nice. Let's add some skills. Round bullet, yes. Nope. And auto bind, bada bing. Yes, very good. And I think we just have to clean our legions and we're good to go.
Give him a little bit of a scrub down.
Maybe change the colours as well, because I think we have gotten some new ones since the last time.
Yeah, we can take a look at them.
Also, I can tell you now that yes, there is only one blue case in HQ.
Cool, thanks Richard. He's our technical support, so he is.
Exactly. All I can say is thank you, Polygon, for a very useful guide.
It's nice when Polygon's useful.
I think that's the exact guide I have up to. It's pretty good there.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those things of I'm always interested to see who does guides better, because I found that certain places do certain guides better than others. I think it just depends on who's writing the guide as to the general quality. I mean, it's generally the case anyway. But I've noticed that there is a general... It does vary quite drastically.
Alright, a couple of things on there. Right, let's see what colour we can go with. You got the default. Not particularly a fan of that one.
Again, it's like the player 2 color.
Oh, do we only really have those colours?
I think the colors that we got were for actually us as a character instead, because they were like the medic colors and the medic variant colors, so that's fine. I think we're pretty good if we just stick with what we got here, though that looks real good too.
Yep, I'm setting that.
I mean, we might as well, you know, just turn our legions into the Evangelion legions and just have at it.
There we go. I likes it, so I do. Alright, let's go kick some ass.
Well, not a ton of ass kicking will be happening right now. Because remember, we're going to go check up on our sister, so, I mean, we could beat up our, you know, people at the hospital if we wanted to, but that's not recommended.
Yeah, probably not the best.
There are indeed 3 blue missions in the hospital.
There are, and as far as I recall, there's only one that is, like, kind of an ass-kicking, but the other ones are very unrelated to ass-kicking.
I went to the wrong area. I thought Brenda was waiting for me at the helipad, but she were not.
Nah, she's chilling in her favorite chair.
I need supplies. Might as well just buy some for the road.
I mean, yes, but also, do you really, though?
Yes, Richie. I need them. I crave them.
Now, those ones are ones that do not go away at the end of a mission, so even if we get them now, it's good to have in case of an emergency later when we run out of field supplies.
Alright, let's go see Akira.
Alright, let's go.
Very calm, very professional. It's all good. Neuron's finest right here.
So, Brenda here is voiced by Megan Hensley, and this is actually her very first voice acting role.
Oh.
Well, good luck to her then, I wish her well. Not sure if she's been in anything else since Astral Chain, since it is fairly recent.
Well, that's her only voice acting role, but she does do... Actually, no, she is apparently some additional voices in Final Fantasy VII Remake.
There you go.
But otherwise, she is mostly known for her live-action acting in a lot of stuff that I've never, ever heard of, so it sounds like it's mostly just a TV series,
I'm not sure
live
how
action.
much you've been told, so allow me to explain. This is the Aegis Research Institute. A testament to Dr. Calvert's lifetime of achievement.
Isn't this where they make the clones in Attack of the Clones?
Not quite, there's no crashing waves for one thing.
The Ark has to offer here.
Although I will say, it does look very much like Geonosis.
A little bit. Well, Geonosis was the planet with the battle, I think. I'm not sure what the planet with all the clones was called. Actually, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've watched episode 2.
No, I want to say that, Oh no, never mind.
Please, step inside.
He's searching for it through his databanks in his brain first. Going through all those old school, you know, Star Wars Episode 2 knowledge days.
Yeah, okay, so no, you are right that it looks like Geonosis is the one where the final battle takes place. Let me,
to go beyond this point. Wait here.
It's irrelevant, Richie. It really doesn't matter.
No, Star Wars Episode 2 is very important.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's Camino. That's what the planet's called.
Yeah. There we go. Gotta remember to keep taking pictures and whatnot.
Oh, I like the retro one, because when you talk to it, it has zero personality.
This way, please.
Nice. You want me to talk to it?
During this section, it's kind of weird. She's like, hey, we need you to just wait a sec while we get you approved. And it's like, it takes 30 seconds. So it's like, why didn't you just send me through?
I don't know. It took a fairly long time when I did it. I guess I just didn't trigger any prompts and whatnot.
You'll need this.
Ah, a license to go wild. You should never give me authority. I will misuse it.
Don't drop it, okay?
Right. Sister, dying through there. Got it.
Obviously, that means don't go through there first.
Shall we?
Although I think it might actually force us that way, so we don't really have a choice.
It does. It's on the way out is where we get to do most of the side quests there.
It's Western walking simulator mode right now.
Bit of a tip, there is an order for taking a picture of your sibling hurt in bed, which is a bit strange, but okay.
Whatever works, I guess.
Dr. Calvert brought me to Neuron.
And also, you know, since we're in walking simulator mode, obviously this place is called the Aegis Research Institute, Aegis being the shield or breastplate, emblematic of majesty, which is mostly associated with Zeus and Athena.
Not the first time I've heard that crop up in a Japanese game.
Well, Aegis Slash.
Well, that also, isn't there Sworn Xenoblade 2?
I've never played any of the Xenoblade games, so I wouldn't know.
What the fuck, Richie? Get together.
I think you're thinking of... No, you're right. There is an Aegis in Xenoblade 2. You're right. But yeah, it's a very common word in RPGs, mostly for shields that you get.
But thanks to Commander Calvert, or I should say, Dr. Calvert's astute diagnosis...
That's weird. I'm not sure I would like a doctor having a military designation.
Neither do I. It's suspicious.
No, seriously, how is she alive? She got shivved right through the center. She got Goku'd.
She's not quite as tough as you are. But there's
Senzu beans?
Possibly. A whole bunch of Senzu beans. Or a million mommy kisses.
Shoved them right into the hole.
That's not how Senzu beans work, but... Although, come to think of it, Yamcha got shivved through the middle by Dr. Giro, and he healed up just fine with Senzu beans.
But then they're Senzu beans, and they're mystical, powerful, can heal practically anything beans that nobody really understands how they work.
Yeah. Science, magic, kind of the same thing when you get down to it, really.
I mean, honestly, have you tried some of the energy drinks here? They're pretty good for that sort of stuff.
Truth. Alright, now we get to dick around in the hospital and do a bunch of shit.
Creep shot.
Get well soon. Photo filter. I'm good, thanks.
It's like Lappy holding up a balloon or something.
What do you want me to do? Reorganize? Nah, I'm good, thanks.
I think it's just saying you have a new one you could reorganize, because I know for some people they prefer having certain ones in different positions so that you can do your combos easier, as if you just tap the button you go to your next one.
Hello, I am here to be a helper man. Sorry, I forgot what the button was to call my legion for a second.
I just thought you'd like to see some cool backflips, though.
I'm sorry, guys. It has been a little bit. I gotta reacclimatize.
They call me Dr. Backflip.
Dr. Backflip's here to help you. The next room, is it?
It's like, nurse, I need 300 cc's of anesthesia, but I need you to get it quickly before I do 5 backflips.
Oh no, he's still doing it. To this day, he is still backflipping. Hello, Lappy fan. How are you? You look like a young Alan, which makes me distrust you slightly, but you are also a child, so I'll temper that rage.
Well, I mean, you never know. This could be Alan's child, and Alan's just not told us about it.
Alan will never get laid.
No, he just went to the sperm bank, you see.
I'm busy, lonely kid. Right, now we gotta go find Brenda, because Brenda had a little Lappy thing on her, like, clipboard or iPad or whatever.
Well, first off, we need to find Dr. Banfield, because Dr. Banfield, he apparently knows someone who is a Lappy fan, because if you can pick up that Brenda secretly really likes Lappy through the game, but at this point, it's unconfirmed until you talk to this Dr. Banfield, who's like, oh yeah, no, if there's one person who loves Lappy, it's Brenda.
Right, let's go find the sucker then. Anyone else? You're going here?
I mean, so you've got to talk to people in this general area, I believe, to find Dr. Banfield.
Yes, you can see the green circle on your map there saying that, yes, Dr. Banfield is somewhere in this vicinity.
Vicinity?
Yes.
It's fine. It's a late summer day. It's all good. You there! Tell me the information. Oh, you're just there. Hey, you a cop? It's about the Lappy merchandise, isn't it? Come on, I know you're lying. Yeah, alright, I know. It wasn't mine, I tell you. They planted it on me. Dr. Moreno. Oh, Brenda. Okay. It was desperate. Alright, let's go find her then.
I would have really liked it, though, if you went to Brenda and she's like, absolutely not, this is a collector's item, it is a one-off exclusive from Lappy Fest 2019, I will not give this up. But no, she's actually pretty nice here.
One thing that I might recommend, purely because I can't remember exactly how it occurs, but it might be worthwhile getting switching to the Arrow Legion.
Well, if you say so, mate.
Just because having that extra bit of length might assist you in an upcoming blue mission.
I think I know what you're talking about, actually.
Just because I remembered it's one of the ones that I irritatingly failed because I wasn't necessarily quite expecting it.
Hang on, let me go get my secret stash.
It's like she walks away and you just see a room open, covered in Lappy merch, absolutely plastered.
Oh. Here you go. It is implied that I gave you something. It's alright. I have 1,000 more. I could stand to part with one. I'm going to tell everyone.
I mean, she literally walks around with it on her iPad, so it's like, it's not much of a secret.
Not particularly.
And also, like, it seems that clearly a lot of the other doctors around here also know that she's a massive Lappy fan, so it's clearly not a secret around here either.
Well, as long as women are shamed for liking things and having agency, I can sleep tonight. That's the vibe I'm getting from both Brenda and Marie, alright?
Unfortunately, you're not wrong.
There we go, the best medicine. Good shit. Right.
See, you would have expected it to be a whole quest line of, like, trying to make the kid laugh with that title. But no, it's just to give him a smile.
I think I might be going the wrong way.
Nope, you keep going that way.
God damn it.
I mean, to be fair, I think you can go both ways, but it just makes sense to go around in a loop.
Okay, fine.
It's a big circle.
Aha. Hello. Oh, I remember this one. We'll need the Arm Legion for this mission. He's gesturing. Gesturing like crazy.
This guy's a little bit of a klutz, and, you know, you're like, oh, I dropped some chemicals, and it's like, oh, it's not too bad. And then you take a look at how many chemicals he dropped, and you're like, what did you do?
Seriously, this is chemical waste almost at this point.
Yeah, like, that's not a few chemicals, my dude, that's half the floor.
I think it's more than half the floor, actually.
Alright. You open the door, I'll do your fucking job for you. Good luck. I'm gonna go cry in the closet again. Rah, let's go.
I think I was watching a certain Darlington play this mission and not realize that, yes, the Arm Legion floats so you wouldn't be hit. I think he just kept dodging over it, which doesn't work too good.
Well, this is the same guy who plays Doom at about 5 meters a minute.
Yeah, it's rough. It's real rough.
Anywho, back to what we were doing. Oh!
Hey, are you there? It's an emergency. There's been an explosion at the Harmony Square subway station, and you've been
Well, that's
handpicked
great,
to
but,
check
you know,
it
we
out.
have another blue case
Alicia's
to
there
deal
now.
with in here,
She
so
thinks Chimera
that
is
might have to
responsible,
wait.
which means you and
It
the
actually
Legion are
happens
out.
on the way out if
She
you
said
book
it's got
it
a
just
few things
straight
in
down
common
this
with our
hall.
previous
Exactly,
cases,
so
too.
definitely before you go any
Get there
further,
as soon as you can.
switch to that Arrow Legion.
There's a helicopter ready to move when you are.
Okay. Well, first things first. I don't know why, we've discussed this before, I don't know why the sword is the only one who can do this, but whatever, I guess. Oh, here we go. No, I won't return to my room, the food is terrible.
Now, it is possible to lose this. And the reason that I know this is because I failed it, because, I mean, this guy is bloody quick.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy.
He is the energetic patient.
So, yeah, get that arrow out, and then you stand the best possible chance of catching him.
You gotta be a good patient now. You gotta go eat your slop and stay in your bed.
You can actually stun him, though, if you send out any of the legions and do the legion, like, where you push him out. If you run into him, he'll be stunned for a second. It's non-lethal, so it's okay.
Nice. Right, anything else?
That is it.
Okay.
So, other than potentially just blue shifting a couple of people on your way out, you all good.
Okay, there we go. Very nice.
Back to normal, says the child, ignoring the fact he still has cancer.
No one in this world gets both cancer and redshift, okay? It's just, it's too much for me to bear.
Ah, they're mutually exclusive. Very excited for the new Pokemon games, Pokemon Cancer and Pokemon Redshift.
Not a fan. Like, they're just not even trying anymore, really. Alright, gotta go do actual police work now.
Yeah, although you might want to pop downstairs, as I think there's a chest or so.
Ah, yes. I was attempting to do that at the beginning, but it had me on auto walk.
I don't think I ever went down here.
And if it's not down here now, then there's definitely one in a later chapter where we may or may not be revisiting this place.
Oh, shush. This place has no importance to it whatsoever.
Yeah, they wouldn't just model this entire place just to reuse it multiple times.
Let's go! Itching for some action here. Lappy must be avenged.
I just want to stick my hand through the middle of the rotor blade of that helicopter just to see, like, how it works.
Interesting. Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't recommend it.
No, it's like one of those, you know, those bladeless fans. How it's like every time I see someone with one of those bladeless fans, I have to stick my arm through it just to reconfirm, like, oh my god, yeah, it's a bladeless fan. It's so cool.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a little bit mad right now. Things have kind of gone a little bit to shite.
Right, let's see who needs what help. Ooh, a chest.
Yeah, it's like we need to help the people, but first off, items?
Well, you know what they say, God helps those who help themselves. Pretty sure he says that anyway. Oh, another chest. And a blue cop.
There's a couple missions out in this really small area.
Yes, but it does mean that we will only have one more blue case to complete. But actually, to be fair, if I recall correctly, that blue case is kind of quite a big bit of the rest of the mission. Although I could be slightly wrong on that, it might just be part of it, but
I gotta track down drone user. And give them a bopping. No photography allowed.
Well, the good news is we can literally see the you know, signal being sent out of it.
You there, I see you. I didn't actually mean to do that, but a big boom is a big boom, I guess.
Thank you for the information on the big boom. On this case of the explosion.
Information display. Iris, shut down.
Haha, I destroyed it. I get points for being smart. Thanks for your help. Booyah.
Now, I'm not exactly sure if doing one or the other ways of completing the quest is the better thing, because the other way is to actually go up to the suspect and talk to her and try and arrest her. So, different ways of doing it. Some of these blue cases have multiple endings.
Kinda neat, actually. It gives you cause to experiment.
I mean, I don't think you can actually fail any of the blue cases where that is the case. It's only in the ones where, like, if somebody escapes that's when you can fail a blue case. Or, you know, you just don't complete it.
Right, he was wearing big headphones. He may have been Mickey Mouse. He's wearing a mask too. Okay, starting to think it may not be Mickey Mouse now. He was a mouse. Okay, I'm gonna have to reevaluate stuff here. Oh, okay. Ooh. God, it's just like being on the news. Spin up and search.
Yep, so we're looking for headphones and a mask.
Headphones, mask.
Obviously, we do need to talk to them to actually sort of see, you know, what's your deal?
I don't trust Shady Guy. It's just something about him.
Yeah, feel like really shady-like.
Headphones and a mask. Could be them. Could be them.
Could be, but I don't know. He doesn't necessarily seem quite that shady, but someone nearby looks a little shady.
Yep, multiple suspects. Not really helpful when you're trying to solve a crime or a case quick-like. Ah, he was mumbling in a small voice. It was Deku. We must arrest Deku and finally put an end to anime. Alright. What a fucking stand time. Oh, Shady Guy, it was you all along.
You know, the phrase, though, small voice, makes me think that, like, when no one's around, he just talks to himself like this.
Hold it right there, criminal scum!
He's like, what, it's not illegal to talk like a baby?
I think you'll find it is, actually. The baby no, never ever act was passed just last night, actually.
You'll never get me, coppers!
You know, sometimes that sort of makes me also think of the people who can do the speak as if they're trapped in a box.
That's hilarious. I can't do that. That you need a certain pitch to be able to do that. It's just beyond me.
Well, it's also just a sort of... I think it's an understanding of how your mouth works and sort of how your tongue helps create sound. Because I can't do it either. Like, the most I can do is hum and... yeah, that's about your lot.
Okay, I think we're good here.
We are indeed good up here, so we need to get down into the subway.
I do just like there is one cop, though, in this area who literally just runs around in circles around a car. Like, you're really helping out here. Thank you for your service.
Well, so long as you look busy, no one will ask you to do anything.
And that's how construction workers do construction.
Oh, Lord. I forgot how popped off this particular chapter actually was.
Punctuality, that's what I like to see. You know what we're getting into, right? Alright, follow me down to the platform.
Hang on, I gotta get the red goop.
I mean, obviously the red goop is much more important right now, but still.
Information display.
Yes, we got people.
We got body bags.
Oh, that's not great.
And I like how you just walked right on over one.
Well, you kind of have to at this point in time, mate.
I think the vending machines are a different personality here, too.
Oh.
So it is, but we've already captured that one.
Tanner!
I knew they'd be different from the medical facility. I didn't think they'd be the same as another one nearby. I'm sorry. It was just me trying to help.
It's okay. I'll demote you to full-time Lappy after we're done here. Alright, where's Alicia at? Oh no. Smoke is not good. In fact, humans cannot breathe smoke. Ah. The fire rises. Hell yeah, I'll put it on.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Ready?
But it's not color coordinated.
We can change it after we're done.
We can, and that's the good thing.
Right, a lot of search and rescue on this one. I guess we'll fight where we can, but otherwise, it's just basic police grunt work for this chapter.
I mean, there's more fighting than you'd perhaps expect. There are 9 red cases to deal with.
Jeez.
Though, if I'm correct, some of them are locked off from being able to access them because they require other legions we do not have yet.
You are indeed correct.
Well, there you go. That was silly. I needed to do a jump on there, so I did. Well, I'm down here now, so...
So, yes, if you go down that particular corridor, I believe you can enter into one of the red missions, so turn back on yourself.
Okay.
This is definitely a mission where, though, the lack of a proper upward jump button really comes into play, because, you know, we fell down easily, but getting back up is the tougher part.
Okay, it would appear that the red mission is not there just yet, so maybe try and save a few people first.
You got it, man. This guy is going to stick to hot air balloons from now on.
He's going to take up biking.
Well, maybe let his leg heal first.
You don't know how future bikes work.
Well, I ride one. It's just basically the same.
Fair enough.
Oh, this is easy. There you go.
Yes, but there's more than just him.
It never gets any easier.
It does not, no. And one of the things that you'll quite quickly notice as you're exploring the area around here is that you're probably going to be spending a reasonable amount of time in iris mode, because it's the only way you're going to see through some of this smoke.
Yeah, that's fine, right?
And even just with the darkness, you know, it helps out with trying to see stuff.
Well, I'm getting a load of stuff at least.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I will say that I like the idea of this chapter, but I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of its execution. I think because it is very easy to just get that little bit lost. Because you do spend a lot of time in this iris view, which is not always the clearest of understanding exactly where things are and why.
Oh.
Can you hear me? If the smoke's making it too hard to see, try switching
And
on
yeah,
your
this is the
iris
bit where the game
for
tells you,
visibility.
if you can't see, use your iris. I mean, you should have figured that out already, but I mean, it is nice that they do at least tell you, for the love of God, if you're being that dense, use the bloody thing.
Don't shoot the shaken woman.
I will do whatever is necessary to win. Nice.
I don't think I ever did that.
Well, aren't you just a little person? That's right, you're little is what you are.
A manlet confirmed. Yeah, so here they kind of introduce a new sort of gameplay combination of, hey, remember how you were just like, you know, carrying around people before? Well, now you'll do that with guys attacking you. Thankfully, you can send out your legion and just put them by the enemies and they'll attack them. Ah, that also works.
I mean, that's probably going to be the quickest way of getting that damage in, is just throwing things at it. Oh yeah, just letting your legion sit out and just have a whale of a time.
Nice. Can I pick this up? Not while I'm in saving mode.
Nope, your hands are currently tied up at the moment.
And yeah, this is what I mean by this chapter can be a little bit more frustrating than it perhaps should be, because it's sometimes difficult to tell what bits you're able to walk up and not in order to get people to safety.
Well, that's just your opinion, man.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad or anything, I'm just saying sort of...
What you're saying is this one negative thing about the game means it's ruined for you entirely, yes?
I mean, of course, it's the only way that these things work.
Okay, looks like that bunch is safe. Head farther in and see if
Oh, we
there's
haven't
anything
even,
else.
like, touched a red
Counting
case
on
yet.
you.
That's crazy.
I know.
It'll be very good to make use of the Arm Legion's throwing ability in this one. Just some free tips for you there.
Boy, there's a lot of chests that are just in trains.
Maybe they were transporting stuff, you don't know.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
Now, see, I don't know if it's possible,
Uh-huh.
but you might want to up at on the top level. Maybe wait until after we've finished collecting.
Get to the
people.
point, Richie.
But you might be, if you kind of continue down the corridor, there is meant to be a red case over that way.
Over this way.
Yeah, basically at the end of this passageway on the top level.
Okay. Dum-da-dum, dum-da-dum. What's up? I guess it'll be right at the end then.
Basically, yes, it's just a bit further along, I believe.
Okay.
But obviously this will also prove whether it's going based on whether you've already completed this particular mission or not.
Well, don't rely on guides, Richie, you know?
I know, but...
Gives you something to do, I guess. Ah, more chests. Nice. Whoa, there is a... Who would have thought there's all this red matter in a thing that goes up to 100%?
I mean, God, I never would have guessed it, to be fair. Like, that's truly shocking.
There we go. I thought that's a dead man for a second there. Oh no! Literally a Pokemon, come on now.
Yeah, these guys have a very different art style to pretty much everything else in the game. They're very, like, blobby and fleshy, whereas almost everything is not that in this game. It's a bit strange.
Yeah, also, I'm kind of confused as to why this particular enemy got the name Zeus.
Yeah, weird.
Because, like, I mean, obviously everyone knows Zeus is god of sky, lightning, thunder, king of the gods, but it's lightning and thunder, not fire, so I do question the logic of this, but I suppose the amorphous blobby nature does sort of tie in to Zeus's constant transforming into various different creatures to fornicate with random human beings.
I was gonna say, these guys are probably called Zeus because they just, every time they see a tree, they're like, I'm gonna make babies with that tree.
Jeez.
Oh, Zeus, you and your putting your thing in everything.
If it can be fucked, he will fuck it.
Basically, yes. Imagine if Disney's Hercules had gone anywhere near that particular element of the subject matter.
Well, you never know. They're doing a new Hercules right now. That was a very casual end to that battle.
just chilling, just standing. That's it, we won.
A D? Couldn't have better.
Well, yeah, but also, first proper combat thing since we've come back. It could be worse.
Truth. Follow me down.
Also, you're not gonna, help get that person back to safety.
They'll be fine for a couple minutes.
Oh.
So, something that you will want to be aware of is that you are actually incredibly close, I think, to the toilet.
Oh, like right now?
Basically, I think, turn to your right, he says, and go down... Yeah, go down there, and it's just sort of, I think, on your left. There it is.
Ah, hello. Right, what crazy contraption do you have to wipe our ass with this time?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be rubble.
No, it is better than that. It is, yeah, it's a subway schedule.
I'd wipe my ass with your subway schedule.
And also, actually, I believe in roughly this same area, although I think it is sort of... It's not this particular block with the red mark on it, which is that thing. It's just in the next white block on this side.
Okay.
There is a certain friend that you may or may not want to rescue.
I kind of do, Richie, so tell me when and I will go to them.
So go backwards.
I will, give me a second. Nice. Whole lot of trains in this chapter, guys.
Yeah, and basically you want to... Okay, so it doesn't look like you can go through this particular passageway, so you're going to have to find a different route to it.
Nope, not allowed through there just yet. There is lots of stuff here. I can see what Richie's saying about it being slightly maze-like.
Yeah, it's very easy.
It's not too dissimilar to Japan's actual train system, which is you try and navigate that stuff without a GPS and you are lost.
Well, I had a subway schedule. I don't know what happened to it. You know, these things just get away from me. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here, mate.
Now, this guy we got a long walk with, considering we have to go all the way back with him, and we are slow.
But I mean, hey, at least we have got the Armed Legion on our side, so this is going to make life at least a bit easier.
Yes, mate, kick his shit in.
Look at those big Unga combos.
I'm helping.
And yeah, thankfully we didn't have to take him back all the way to the start, it was only just to this little bit here.
Yeah, there's no evacuation zones as you go through. Alright, back to what we were doing.
Do you copy? I sent you my positional data
Just
because...
spin the gun around, we're ready for combat. No, just a call.
Well, there's some action music playing right now, I'm not sure what that's about.
If you could come help me out...
That's because there's some action about to take place. What did you expect?
Well, besides that, Richie. Oh. Nice.
It is also great how whenever this game's like, you need to hurry, we're in danger. You're really not? You can just chill out, get your items, it's fine. There's no timers.
So where was this cat you were talking about, Richie?
So it's on the floor below. And it is sort of... He's in the middle on the north end of the map, hiding under a bench, but you didn't quite get into the specific area where he was. So if you get back downstairs, so to where Alicia's calling for you.
I've forgotten how to get back down there.
If you go down through the train...
I'm an idiot. Thank you.
Fingers crossed we'll be able to sort of work our way from there, but I don't really know.
Oh, I think is that the cat right there?
Yes, you can see it on the iris.
Yeah.
And although you're not in the right area to be able to rescue it, but just go rescue Alicia. We can survive without the cat.
Fine. Get this motherfucking door open!
Well, but maybe if you go that way...
Nah, we can't go back just yet.
I think in order to get the cat you have to go sort of on that level from a different route.
Again, maze-like. There's a lot of different ways to go different places. And even, again, some of it we can't actually get to, because you might have saw like a red sort of energy door with a big hole in it. That's for a Legion we don't have.
And it's not a Legion that we will have for a very long time. It is in fact the final Legion that we will unlock.
Alrighty. Get some combos going.
Now remember, we do have those hit rush attacks now, which if you do them, your Legion will be unchained, and you can switch over to the next one to let you have two out doing combat, which is super cool.
Oh yeah, good point.
Although I do believe that only Arrow has the hit rush ability at the minute, so only Arrow can do that.
And sadly, it seems like there was a roar that sent us out of that. But yeah, double Legion action.
Womp his ass.
I don't think the camera's having fun with this particular sequence, eh?
Not particularly.
The camera has somewhere to be, it just keeps wanting to go into the subway.
Doing so much damage, I can't actually get the finish off prompt. There we go.
Looks like you just kicked that dog.
Well, who's to say I didn't? That's more like it.
Mm-hmm.
Perfection.
Well, it's kind of a clusterfuck, really, but we take those.
Definitely go a lot smoother with a Legion around.
It's a lot easier when there's more enemies, because it gives you more time to actually try stuff.
Yes.
Alright, so there is an arsonist or something going around causing all this. They did say that before, but, you know. Right, where is Cat?
So, on the left, so turn to your left right now.
Okay, one sec. Yeah.
Basically, it's in that white platform that you can see just across from you. I'm not exactly sure the full method of getting to it, but it is possible.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're right. It's, now that you mentioned it being maze-like, you're super correct in saying that the ways that you get around here are very confusing, because not only do you have the up and down of the levels and kind of falling down through them, but you also have the fact that you can't go back after certain parts. So yeah, I think we'll have to leave that fuzzy friend for now.
I always figured I'd be the one helping you. Call it a motherly instinct or something.
Awkward.
Very awkward.
Never mind.
She's like, I wanted to be your mom.
Well, that's nice. But I don't have a dad anymore, so completely irrelevant, but
Still pretty quiet around here, huh?
This scene is so funny.
it's kind of funny, yeah.
Whether we're on patrol or on a date.
Haha, wouldn't it be funny if we were on a date, eh, Max?
Relax,
Haha, just a joke. Haha. Wouldn't it be funny though if we were married and had children?
Yeah, seriously. Would they take after me or you? Had just a hypothetical, of course.
Chimeric bastards fast enough.
Max is so fucking dense.
Yes, I mean, that probably explains his kids, but...
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Her mind right now is marriage dating, love marriage dating, and Max's mind is just cop, 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 cop.
I'll build him a whole world like this with my own hands if I have to.
No, Max, there's construction people who can do that for you.
A big softie, huh?
Yeah,
But
whatever.
you know, in this peaceful new world of yours, you're still gonna need a babysitter or something.
Jesus Christ, Alicia.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but I thought this was bad, but then I played the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and there's a character who is 300 times this, and I think it's my favorite trope in Japanese games now. Just the tremendously horny female.
I think I know who you're talking about, actually. Is that Jesse?
It is.
Jesse's amazing.
Oh, nothing.
You didn't see all that flashback, did you? I specifically kept it within my mind palace, but there has been known to have memory leaks every so often.
And nobody was more important to him than you. Man, I still can't imagine the pressure you must feel.
Whimsy.
The world on your shoulders and all that.
Nostalgia.
But listen,
Also, don't remind us that the weight of the world's on our shoulders. I mean, if we weren't stressed already, we bloody will be now.
you can always come running to me, okay?
Come running to your mommy.
Come into my bosom, she says, and we're like, you are our co-worker, please stop.
You are also older than us and shorter than us.
I don't think she's that much older. I think if you iris her, you see her age, and it's not too much more.
There you go.
Well, 46. No, well, we'd have to actually do the math on the year for that, so we're not doing that.
I'm seeing if my art book can help on this fact.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Who the fuck let bombs in here?
But these are very, Final Fantasy bomb-like enemies.
That's what I was talking about, yeah. There goes Deimos causing trouble again. It's like, dude, stay out of serious chat already.
Running away again? You wanna play tag?
Oh, fuck me.
You're it!
Hello, Iris. Let's go. It's policing time.
All of those conspicuous clumps of dirt on the ground, we'll get something to deal with them pretty quickly.
Nice. Anything else?
Well, I was just trying to do some of the facts for you. So, I believe that this game takes place in 2078. Specifically between the dates of the 21st of June and the 7th of July 2078.
Okie
So she's like late 30s, early 40s.
So the twins are 20. Max would be 48.
Okay.
Jin would be 30.
Wow.
Alicia would be 32.
Okay.
Olive would be 26. Marie would be 23.
Alright. Ah.
Brenda would also be 30.
Nice.
Yosef would be 63.
Oh, he's a bit of a grandpa.
He is indeed. And then Jena Anderson would be 55.
Wow, huh. This game has surprisingly old characters. Japan normally hates that sort of thing, but no, here they're actually fairly diverse in their age. Not a teenager in sight.
There you go. It's about as refreshing as when Xenoblade had UK people to do the voice acting and whatnot, you know?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I will always be very, very happy that they did that for actually all of the Operation Rainfall games, because it really did give them their own sense of style. It's also why I really like the dubbing of Ni no Kuni, because apart from certain characters, most of them have very British or variety of British accents, and because we don't hear that so often in games, it just makes me happy, because also it means that you get the there's a certain fantastical element that comes with the British accent that doesn't always necessarily come across with American voice acting. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's because a lot of fantasy stuff is very much based in English medieval history.
I got you.
So, sort of, the English accent is very much attributed with fantasy elements. But yes, also, since, you know, I was rambling about that, Deimos was a god in Greek mythology, the personification of terror. The name literally means dread. He was the son of Ares and Aphrodite, and had a twin brother called Phobos, whose name means fear.
Pretty happy with that fight.
Deimos and Phobos are the names of two moons, if I'm correct. I think Pluto's moons, if I'm correct?
That's... it's either Saturn or Jupiter, I think.
Okay, it's one of the planets, though, have twin moons there.
Yes,
that are Phobos and Deimos.
One of the planets will definitely have some moons.
So it is Mars, which makes sense because Mars is the Roman version of Ares.
There you go. Oh, here he is.
It's Dog Cop!
No, Dog Cop, your fight is with me.
Hey, fun fact, if you equip the chocolate item and you just put it on the ground, you can instantly win it by having the dog eat the chocolate.
You're a fuckboy is what you are. Alright, time for the beast nemesis. He's ornery, so he is.
He is, but it's going to be amazing.
Honestly, I think it is my favorite one to actually fight for the different Legion Nemesis forms.
You know, I think I actually agree on that one. Not that, you know, we haven't agreed on things before, but yeah, I think it helps that it is a relatively simple arena, so it doesn't have the frustrations that you'd perhaps have with the Arrow Legion's arena, you spend a lot of time sort of hopping around different areas, and obviously we've talked about jumping before in this game. But also, it's big enough that you sort of feel like you've got space which you didn't have with the with the Arm Legion. So you really can just focus on taking him down.
Yeah, the gimmick of this is that he brings in like little other wolves to fight with you, which is actually good, because then if you need help, just attack one of the wolves and rip out its core, and you'll get some free health back.
There you go. Let's get the swords out. Let's go. Ah. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Also, I feel like his combos are very telegraphed. Not in a way that makes it easy to dodge, but it's sort of like you never feel super caught off guard with some of the stuff. It's like you see him kind of rear up in a way that you're like, yeah, this thing's coming here.
Yeah.
He's a vicious one, and no mistake, though.
He is, but it definitely makes it a much fairer fight, and because it's a fair fight, it is therefore that much more engaging. I think that's something that is important for basically any action game developer, well, any video game developer at all, when it comes to game development, is you can make your game as challenging as you like. The important thing is that it's fair. Because if it is a fair fight, i.e. sort of it's challenging but it is possible to make it through without getting hit because you know the game, or make it through easily as long as you know the patterns and understand the principle of the whole thing, then it just becomes so much more enjoyable for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just point out that I never knew you could throw these with the Arm Legion, and I just waited for him to come back or shot at him from afar with the gun? That's kind of sick.
I feel like I did exactly the same thing.
Yeah, same. I just kept running around getting dicked over and whatnot, so that's my own fault, really. Doing decent damage to him as well, holy shit.
It is. That makes a lot more sense why it's in here then.
Clearly that is the what you're meant to be doing during that phase of the battle.
That is something though that I love about any game that sort of Platinum works on, is there's all little like things that you just might not know about the game. I mean, heck, there was a secret sort of secret interaction in Bayonetta that wasn't found for a long time until people discovered it through, I think, PC hacking there. So I really do like that, where you can sort of find new things about the game.
Oh, definitely, and I believe I have mentioned that before. It was the Grace and Glory counter.
Yes.
And I think the reason that nobody'd actually found it for such a long time was because, one, it was just incredibly rare that you would ever get them in the position where they would use it, but also it was such a... you needed to respond so quickly to it that if people did see it turn up, they didn't necessarily hit it in time to succeed.
Oh. Come on. Yeah, get over there. God, hit rush.
Thankfully in Hit Rush there, your Legion does manually sort of aim at where he has to go, so you don't have to worry about, oh no, I had him Hit Rush and now they're not in the right direction.
I mean, that would have been really annoying if that were indeed the case.
I would like to get off this now, please.
Got a case of the zappy feet. See, it's like we could beat the Beast Nemesis now, but Tom's going for style points, because that actually legitimately affects your grade.
Yep.
You want to do it in a cool way.
And also, clearly, Tom is just going after all the orders right now.
Yeah, let's go with that.
4 or 5 through this.
Booyah! Come to me, Paparino, you are mine!
That was beautiful.
Could have been done cleaner, but it could have been done more stylish, baby.
I mean, it probably could have been, but who really cares? It was still bloody stylish all the same.
Thanks, Rich. Beast Legion acquired. This one, very useful. Multi-purpose in the overworld. I think you're gonna like this one, guys.
I mean, I bloody hope so. It's a dog.
It's just a dog is what it is.
Now, if you don't like this one, what are you? Some kind of dog hater?
Exactly. And there's one step from dog hater to cop hater, and we don't want that.
I can see why the commander likes you so much.
Oh, good boy.
Just,
Or is it a girl? I'm not sure, honestly.
Okay? Like I said, you got
So this is actually something that is an interesting point, and that I never realised happened. But all dogs are boys and all cats are girls. We don't realise that we do this, but basically, whenever anybody sees a dog, it's just like, oh, what a good boy.
Finish up and come back.
No matter the gender of the dog, we just assume it's a boy. And with cats, it's just like, oh, what a beautiful cat. Oh, isn't she cute? So cats are always girls, and it makes no sense as to why that is the case, but hey, this is what happens.
Right, Beast Legion. We can ride it like a horsey. It can help you against strong winds and whatnot. And it has auto-dodge for some attacks, which will be great, especially for the final boss. But now he has to go back for a nap. It's fine.
He was out the whole cutscene doing nothing, so now he has to go away.
And you can pick up stuff while you're riding him, which is extra helpful.
Definitely. The only thing that Dog Legion, well, Dog Cop can't do is Dog Cop can't jump.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was doing right there, to show you.
Very likely.
I would say that it's much better to use this, this riding form when you're going for straightaways, because the turning with it is a bit weird. It really has a long sort of roundabout way of doing it. And in fact, if you're trying to when you try and just start moving with it, it's a bit awkward feeling. So it's really good if you're like, okay, I just need to go down this straight path. But I'd say if you're trying to actually like dip and weave for platforming, I wouldn't be in this form.
Yeah, good point. There we go. Secrets, is it?
So now we need to find a way to escape from this area because, we got in here, now we gotta get out.
Such is the way of life.
I mean, we dealt with the arsonist. It was the Deimos there.
I guess there's no more missions in here, no?
I believe that there technically is.
What do you mean, technically?
I don't know whether it's before we leave this place or after, but we've definitely got at least one more red case before the day is done.
Okay. Ah, fuck. That was kind of pathetic, Tom. You brought that on yourself.
These platforms here, they're the basic sort of, they disappear soon after you walk on them. You need to be with least, I was going to say least Beijin, but that is not a word.
Oh.
The Beast Legion to be, to go over them. But you have to be careful because if you stop for even a second, it will disappear. Don't think, just run.
Yes, don't think, become the furry. Oh, thing over there. Pretty sure we can't get to it.
We definitely can't get to that. We can, however, get to that.
Nice. Follow me, Poporino. Nice. So yeah, the brunt of the chapter is done now. We're just trying to find our way out.
Mm-hmm. And if I recall, it's just mostly platforming till the end.
I believe so, yes.
Got to show off the Beast Legion in all its glory and whatnot.
And as soon as I say that, we enter an area that is clearly an arena.
Let's do this shit. Come on.
So obviously, this is a different sort of chapter where you get the new Legion kind of halfway through. So because of that, it is a bit different that you kind of go through it with an unupgraded version of the Doggo Legion, which is still good. He can still do a lot of stuff. But it's not a ton compared to, once you level him up. Though we did get some new moves with our X-Baton there. So I think the one that we got is the, if you press the Y button near a downed enemy, you can use an attack there. And I think we also got the one that where you go back forward, sort of like a stinger motion from Devil May Cry. You get an attack there.
Might as well upgrade Beast Warrior.
I mean, it makes sense.
If I recall, the back forward attack for the Gladius is really good.
Sync Keep. Briefly retains... Ah, interesting.
I never use this ability. It basically just means that if you boost your Legion's abilities through, you know, a any sort of, you know, like the power-up or something, they stay around it after. It's interesting, but I didn't find myself using it too much. Now this one you want.
Oh, yes.
Thank God we have enough codes to do it.
Bit of chain drive as well.
Oh, no, we are out.
Abilities. Keep confusing abilities and skills. My bad.
I mean, they are literally synonyms.
Let's see. Power charge on R. And Howl on L.
Howl is really good. It's basically an immediate, like, stun all enemies sort of thing.
Nice. I'm kind of kicking ass at this. Give me all these common material codes. Common as muck, so they are.
Ooh, we got a new color set for our character, the rescue set.
Ridiculous. Alright, back to action.
And by doing that, we got another one, the Beast Scholar, meaning that we just upgraded it enough.
Yeah, I like that.
That's real good.
Yeah, the Beast Legion is pretty awesome in combat. Obviously, I'd say the ones that you generally are going to focus more on are the Sword Legion and the Arm Legion, but it's still pretty epic.
Ooh, you got them both. Very nice.
He's really formidable once you get him leveled up a little bit.
Also, just the visceral image of seeing a dog rip out someone's heart is kind of rad.
Yeah, this is the sort of stuff I wanted in Twilight Princess. I didn't really get into Lokami. You know what I mean?
I guess the closest is when you fought the Twilight Beasts and you had the thing where, like, you jump on them and then bite them in the chest 3 times. There's a little bit of that there, but not a ton.
Yeah, just a wee bit. Alright, boy, you go there. And I will go here. Okay, what we're working with here. Bit of a drop, is it?
Okay, so can I pitch something to you?
Okay.
An Astral Chain TV show where the Beast Legion sounds like Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh, Rock Howard!
Shut up. I hate you. I hate you so much.
You know what would actually be cool? Astral Chain TV show where Beast Legion is voiced by whoever does the voice of Blade Wolf in Rising.
Oh, that would be cool. Amusing on 2 levels.
I mean, to be honest, I would be down with a Astral Chain TV show. Well, I mean, it's already anime as all hell, but I mean, just imagine it as an actual anime.
Yeah, that's true.
I love the game, I love pretty much everything about it, but I will say that a TV series could actually be a better way of it telling its story.
If there was one sort of art style that I really see it going for, I think it would be one of those 3D CG animes, but specifically looking like the Star Fox anime short. You know how it was like 3D but had like kind of bright colors and stuff? I think it would look a lot like that.
Potentially, although to be honest, I look at this and I suppose part of it is to do with the general vibe of everything, but I am really getting a massive Appleseed feel from the game, and I mean that makes me happy because Appleseed was actually one of the first anime films that I ever watched understanding what anime was.
Oh, bless.
I mean, it's one of those weird things, like, obviously...
That works!
Like, obviously, I have always watched anime because I used to watch Pokemon as a kid, and I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, and all that, so I've always watched it, and I watched, like, the Pokemon movies, but I never understood that they were anime until many years later.
Oh,
because
bless.
it's just not something that gets discussed when you're a kid. You just think it's a cartoon. And technically, yes, it is a cartoon, but it's the understanding of what those mean, what that entails.
Whoops, oopsie doodle.
Well, you survived, that's what matters.
Whew. Precision platforming with a quadruped. Yeah. Could do without it. Although it works in Okami.
It does, and that's because Okami is freaking amazing.
That's not a technical answer, Richie, and you know that. You're speaking from the heart, though.
Yes, I am speaking from the heart, but also it is completely accurate.
You know, Okami's great because it's the only game I can think of that just decided let's include Okami 2 and Okami 3 at the same time. You play through all three of them at once.
You're not wrong.
Because literally when you think you beat Okami, it's like, surprise, that was the first season, get ready for season 2. And then you beat that and you're like, okay, the game must be done now. And it's like, surprise, it's a 90-hour thing, here's the final season. It's like, what? When does this game end? But I'm not even mad, it's just 3 games in 1.
God damn it!
Although, yeah, Okami is definitely not 90 hours, it's 30 hours.
It was when I was a kid.
Ah!
Well, that is fair. This might be 90 hours at the bloody pace we're going.
Oh, shut up, you.
But actually, sort of, that does bring up a point of... I mean, I've said it before, but, like, I feel bad for never having played Xenoblade Chronicles, because I know that it's a damn good game. But whenever I know that a game is that long, i.e. sort of you're looking at the 70-hour to 90-hour mark for beating the game itself, that always makes me really nervous.
Well, suck it up and deal with it, it's a good game.
Well, yeah, but I have things to do.
No, you don't.
I've got a job!
You're homebound right now, aren't you?
Well, I'm working from home.
There you go, then.
Also, I'm preparing myself for Wonderful 101 when that comes out.
Oh yeah, good point.
Physically.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I see something. If it'll get you to shut up, I see everything, actually.
I like how he just hacks right into us. And the implication is that, like, yeah, he just hacked into our eyes.
Okay. Beast Legion, it's time for you to actually do what a dog does and dig. Although, to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a dog dig all that much. I've seen cats dig more than dogs.
I thought you were going to say, time for the Beast Legion to do what a dog does, and I was going to say, shit on the carpet?
Well, if it's programmed in, it's programmed in. I don't know what to tell you. Would be a bit awkward when we're briefing the commander, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Just pisses right there on the carpet, and you're like, oh, come on, no, go outside! We told you, scratch the door when you want to go outside!
Something's definitely up with the ground over there. Oh, let's have the Beast Legion dig it up.
Yes, that's a fine idea. Do it.
Yes, all those dirt patches we saw earlier, we can dig through them, which will sometimes give us items, either key items or sometimes just ones that are just like, hey, you got some medicine, you dug it up.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll find your other missing parts, we'll get into it.
Wait a second.
And also, this is actually, well, this is going to open up something to us in all of the missions that you are probably going to want to do if you want to go for completionistness. because there are all sorts of dig spots for the Beast Legion, which you will have seen throughout the game. And what you actually need to do in order to get those is dig up all of them, from what I remember, or it's get specific items from dig spots, but in reality, in order to get all of them, you are going to want to dig all of them up.
It's another unique mechanic. You give the doggo a smell, and the doggo will find it. Just as a tip, don't touch the control stick to move him around, because he'll kind of do that on his own and take you to where you need to go, unless he's walking into a wall, in which case, yeah, you might need to move him around a bit, because he's a dog, and dogs are dumb.
A little bit.
Like that.
Like that, see?
You good? Yeah, there you go.
That's everything. Now bring him on home.
How good it was only 2 items, makes life so much easier.
Yeah, I recall it being much more than that. Hey-ho.
I mean, mind you, it's just because this is pretty much a tutorial for using the dog as a tracker.
Oh, bloody hell, here we go.
Actually, if you look in the background, you might see something shiny up there on one of the pieces of the world. That is because you can shoot that with the Arrow Legion and get an item, though obviously not in combat.
I mean, technically yes in combat, but you wouldn't want to be doing it in combat, because you should be more focused on shooting the thing out the sky that's making him invulnerable.
Well, I think this one's underground.
Yes, so how could you get rid of something underground?
Come on, up you go.
So he literally does like a Knuckles Sonic Adventure, like dive in and grab. It's kind of rad. These guys got shields now. They can actually kind of fight.
They're not terrible.
They're learning.
It's still annoying as all hell, but...
I think the reason that this one can actually put up a bit of a fight is because honestly it's really easy to just run up to it, hit the dig, run around and do stuff, so...
Nice. Come on, Tom. Find something to lock onto. There's a good boy.
I mean, he even looks like a little bit like an onion because, you know, he buries into the ground.
Aww. Oh, hello.
And if not an onion, like a mandrake of some description. Very much reminds me of the sort of oniony mandrake enemies in Birth by Sleep and all the annoyances that they led to.
I don't recall those.
I do. They're annoying.
I mean, like, they're okay in certain situations, like in the arena or whatever it was called, fine. But I just remember them being the biggest pain in the backside in Radiant Garden.
Mm-hmm, where they just snipe you from afar with the leaves.
Yeah, those fuckers. It's all coming back to me now. Get him!
Dog chainsaw!
Yeah, that's right.
Did you do the back forward attack yet with the big sword?
I'll give it a shot. You said it was back forward, not forward back.
Oh yeah, it's back forward. Oh, it's the kick, right? Yeah, because that's really good with it. Just if you need to close the gap quickly with the big sword.
Okay, because I'm aware of what you're talking about. I don't think we have that yet.
Yeah, no, I think it's the final actual button combo that we get.
He's moved.
Nope, he hasn't. He's right here.
Yeah, no, he hasn't moved. We were just looking completely the wrong direction.
Yeah, a little hard for him to move, being a broken drone.
Feels great to be back online. But we've got to stop meeting like this.
Well, stop popping up like this then.
I'll make it up to you, I swear. Hey, wait a second. I'm getting a faint biosignal nearby. Man, the noise in here is crazy.
Who could possibly be here?
The signal's definitely human. The Beast Legion must have dragged someone else in before you made it roll over. Time to save the day, huh? Let's go.
Alright, hero time.
Literally designating himself as our partner.
I mean, is that such a bad thing?
Let's see. Yeah, that could have been better.
It does, you know, give us someone to talk to, you know, because us being a silent protagonist, it lets him parrot the exposition for the viewers.
Exactly. Also, Tom, are you going to go shoot the thingy?
It's right above you.
No, I'm good.
God damn you.
Da, 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 da.
Oh yeah, this is a cool idea. It's a weird one, but it's cool.
You're coming with us.
Use your chain to pull them together and make a special pillar switch.
Oh lord.
Oh, I remember this section. It sucks!
Let's go! Fuck!
And that's why.
Yeah.
So this is a section where you have multiple gauntlets involving running through with your Beast Legion with moving blocks that can and will block you.
God
like this.
Damn it.
So the key is really to find that opening and wait for it. I'd say go when there's yeah, like there's been swoops between them, and then stop when you're on dry land so that you can rest and check out the pattern. I actually find the first one probably the worst part of it.
I mean, you say that, but I think I remember that one being a little bit hellish if you just get it one little bit wrong, largely because then you've got the whole trying to not fall off on the rest of it.
I ain't going over there. I let the sword do the moving for me. Yeah. Ah yes, a job for Arm.
Yes, he can pick up large things that are clearly marked for him. So, if you do end up placing it in a weird spot, if it's not in a blue spot where it's meant to be in, it will warp back in a few seconds. So, you will, they do, you know, you can't ruin your game if you move it somewhere bad.
Yes. Also, I wanted to say that there is something down there, but I don't want to tell you to jump off it. Oh, there's not.
No. Your memory's not very good today, is it, Rich?
I mean, as I said, I whacked my head. Blame it on that. Right?
No, I think you just have a poor memory in general.
I have a poor memory for things that... small details like this that happened a very long time ago. Not for random, inconsequential information that maybe could be used in like a pub quiz at some point. No, I'm quite good with my long-term memory on that. Just other things like... what happens here? No, just nothing.
It's fine.
What you're saying is you remember stuff you remember and you don't remember stuff you don't.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Huh. There's now here. Well, if you excuse the ghost people.
There's those shapes again. Whatever they are.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. There's the biosignal. And, yep, there we go. There's a twist.
You're so dirty looking.
Well, evil is dirty. Ain't got time for clean crime.
She'd be banned from the next Magic the Gathering tournament.
Oh my god. Frame rate dimension is people.
How anthropocentric of you.
I have never heard that word outside of this game.
That's a good one.
That's a Scrabble winner as well, that is.
I don't think you physically can get enough pieces to make that.
I don't think you can, no, but obviously if you want the precise definition of anthropocentric...
I don't, because I can figure it out on my own.
Ah, you can, maybe some other people can't. Basically it's regarding humankind as the central or most important element of existence, especially as opposed to, say, gods or animals.
Okay.
Doesn't seem so bad. People are... the whole planet is being destroyed.
Yeah, I never liked it anyway.
I know, it's a bit of a shithole, really, isn't it?
This place is vast. Far larger than...
This all started when she missed that 2-for-1 sale at Claire's.
For all intents and purposes. A tide the likes of which you can't imagine swells before you. How long do you think you'll last against it?
That's a master saying online.
We have to...
I saw your hair reset there.
By the way...
Why does that keep happening exactly in games?
Basically, every single time a cutscene changes its camera angle, it essentially reloads everything, and anything that is a physics object gets reset because, of course, it needs to be redone. And her hair is, like, on her normal model, flying up in the air a bit more, not held by gravity. So when the camera angle changes, it does floomp back down.
Very apt line there, by the way, because one day people will be able to tell stories about how they were born during this pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If that brave officer hadn't taken you under his wing, you'd probably still be strapped to a lab table. And yet, yes, you've grown so much.
Words, words, words. The Patriots rock.
Yeah, she is kind of wearing that outfit.
I mean, that explains so much. I haven't changed since that day. It's just like, well, clearly, look, I mean, you haven't changed your clothes at all. It's a mess.
I think she means physically, mate. It's been like 20 years.
Well, exactly. She's not changed physically, but also she does not look like she's changed those clothes.
I mean, I could go a few days without changing mine, but jeez.
Look at that. Next is up to you.
Huh. Did you mean to throw me an important thing, or...? That'd be really awkward if you, like, pick the wrong thing out of your pocket to Joker throw at someone.
Yeah, that's her USB full of all the episodes of G Gundam she torrented.
Oh, fuck! I was looking forward to watching that tonight. Alright, get the last bits of these.
Ooh, and a little treasure chest in the corner.
Yes.
The question will be, is there just enough here to get us to 80? I doubt it.
Oh.
There's a little bit more there.
Some over there, and I think there's some that you missed around the arena.
Around here, you say? Oh.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. If we don't hit that 80, I think we just miss a rare material code.
Basically, yeah.
And more over here.
Oh, are we at 80?
I doubt it. No.
Well, that's embarrassing. Par for the course.
Alright, Jenna, let's see what you got for us. You get out there and it's nothing. In fact, she just organised a pizza party. Oh, nice change of pace, really.
And then you see it's pineapple on pizza. And it's like, nope, we must destroy her now.
Just let the chimeras take everything. Oh.
You're quite persistent.
Oh no, I just remembered what's about to happen.
I'd hoped we could keep it to a friendly chat today. I can't let you catch me just yet.
Go, Pokeballs!
It's like, what? You mean that technology that I have can be used by other people?
No! You're not cool like me. You're not thematic. Don't even have cop armor.
I know, and also don't even have proper names. They're just proto-legions.
Alright, here we go.
You notice they do have the same sword arm that Jena herself had.
Nice. I'm gonna try to do this as smoothly and nicely as possible.
These are sort of like, even though they're labeled here as bosses with things up here, they're more like just stronger moves more than anything. They are, you know, don't have to worry about any sort of crazy gimmicks. It's, in fact, I think they use a similar moveset to what the mooks themselves use.
I believe so, yes.
Just pop an Advil mid-fight.
Oh, that feels good.
Remember, the howl will stun them too if they're close by.
Nope. Cool.
Oh, yes!
Literally Blade Wolf at that moment.
Also, literally Amaterasu.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit too, right? I think you just ran out of Legion there. That's because you couldn't do the sync-up attack.
Yeah, that's fine. One at a time, one at a time.
And thankfully, yep, the Virgil swords deal continuous damage, and they do still affect him from the back, so you get the bonus from that.
Keep myself topped up. Nope. Yep. Dodging these guys really takes a lot out of you. Aura rush anyone?
So yeah, you have your invincibility during this, so at least from knockback. Though you have to be careful, you will take the damage. And that's the thing, you just did that there. The when you're in the arm form, if you press the dodge button, you do this super sick, like, high-speed dodge. It's quite awesome, and it looks real cool. It's like a Dempsey roll, almost.
Oh yeah, I'm liking this.
It's just awesome.
Yep.
So and remember, you have the back forward attack, which gives you a new weapon attack with each of them. But also it gives each of your legions, even your older ones, a different sync-up attack. So through that you have, you know, it multiplies the number of actions you're able to take with them.
Come on.
But the one that you're generally always going to be using is the chain bind. That is sort of your bread and butter sync attack.
I actually didn't end up using it too much when I played, mostly just because, like, if I could go for it, I'd go for it. But for the most part, instead, I focused more on just trying to. There was one specific attack you get with the glade that involves spinning, which is like really cool. I don't know if we have the ability to use that one just now, but it was all kind of built around making sure I can get that big, heavy spin attack in.
Come on, Arrow Legion, let's go.
I like how he's evolved from the Arrow Legion to the Aero Legion, like, going a bit more rock.
Nope, nope. Haha. I'm too cool for you. Let's finish this.
Well, is it going to be enough?
Oh,
yeah!
yes!
Oh, that's a good final hit.
Thanks, lad.
That's a lot.
Yep, very happy with that. Because when I first played, they rocked my shit. They're actually kind of tough if you don't take them seriously.
How are things going down there?
Oh, hey, the civilians who got trapped in the subway are all right.
Who is that? And why does his voice sound familiar?
Hey, wait, is that a drone? Hey, who is this? What are you doing on this channel?
Sorry, I just wanted to be a cop for a day.
It's an intern.
Wait a minute. No civilian should be able to access this channel, and I think I know that stutter.
Uh-oh.
You're from the technical division. Hal, right?
Emmerich? No, not Hal Emmerich.
Hal who? I'm just
I love how he changed his voice. I'm sorry, I can't come to the phone right now.
Programmer of the technical division, who never actually comes into the office.
So yeah, turns out this guy is actually on our side this whole time.
Yep, he's actually a member of the force alongside us. He's just a massive hermit and also a ridiculously good programmer.
Better a hermit than a pervert.
You know, he's been working with the work-at-home program a lot longer than we have.
Yeah.
I love the phrase meat space. What a great phrase.
I'd rather you didn't say it ever again, honestly.
It's so good. It's like, hey, do you want to meet up? And someone could say online or in meat space.
Hal's a great character, though. I kind of liked having him around for the rest of the game.
Oh, definitely.
I'm just teasing you, Hal.
He's like our Otacon, except not a loser.
More like, not a con.
Come on home. but be careful around
Please
Hal.
laugh.
His geekiness might be contagious.
I mean, would it maybe
And
be
Hal, you should come by the station
more successful to call him Betacon?
maybe even in person.
I don't know, because I haven't played enough Metal Gear Solid to confirm if Otacon is better than the pissing himself moment in MGS1.
And I've never played a Metal Gear game, so...
The one with the pink hair, right? She seems...
Yeah, I would say that I think, or thought, Hal had a crush on Olive, but I think it might be the other way around, and even then it's tenuous.
Just a little background thing, not a main plot point.
I mean, who knows? Maybe if we get an Astral Chain too, we'll see whether there is anything in that, or whether it's just, you know, they're maybe slightly flirty with each other, or maybe they're just sort of both really quite dense to those sorts of things and don't realise that that's what they're doing.
Well, to be honest, I think Olive prefers Brenda.
I mean, that is fair.
I'll take a look and fill you in on the juicy bits later.
Alright, are we done? There he goes.
I have to go now, my planet needs me.
You realise flying straight up will just send you into a ceiling, right? It's okay. I don't care. A B. Yep, missed a few red cases there.
Yeah, a lot of them we couldn't hit because of the fact that they were behind barriers that were locked off from us.
Alas, I got all the blues. B, it's not bad. I'll just have to try harder next time. Thankfully, there's a lot of stuff I can do then, so it should be all good.
Woo!
Are we gonna get caught up?
No, not today, not today. Well guys, that brings us to the end of File 5 for Astral Chain. Sorry if I was a bit rusty today. Hopefully by File 6 I'll have de-rusted. But in the meantime, we hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for a bit more of this. Stay frosty.